Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, distinguished guests and investors. We will do this in the following form. I will introduce the startup. I will introduce the presenter. Afterwards, we are going to a video pitch. And after that, we are going into a live Q&A.
Hi, I am Tal Orr, the CEO and co-founder of ATLASense, that comes in when proactive and preventive care matters. ATLASense offers an all-in-one, non-invasive, continuous, near real-time remote monitoring end-to-end solution to identify the very first signals of deterioration at the tenth of the cost of use compared to any other system. Unfortunately, even with the advanced systems, there are missed or undetected impactful signals. At the hospital settings, the current monitors cover only 20% of the patients. Out of the hospital, even the new wearables are not comprehensive and are functionality limited. Our mission is to remotely early detect and alert on health deterioration and life-threatening events. There are many medical wearable devices that monitor health conditions, both at home and in the clinic. However, none of them provides a comprehensive solution. Most of the patches are functionality and time limited, and the wrist-worn devices cannot provide a continuous ECG or predictive alerts of respiratory insufficiency. For better clinical decisions, physicians need a continuous and comprehensive actionable clinical information. But currently, to achieve this, the patient must be attached to a variety of different monitors. Of course, this solution is not practical. This is where ATLASense comes in with the RAPHAEL all-in-one end-to-end solution. We offer an improved process of comprehensive round-the-clock, personalized, wireless, remote monitoring everywhere. This unique collected data becomes meaningful and actionable by our analysis software for early detection of deterioration, enabling better preventive care and achieve improved clinical and financial results. Our first working model already collects unique, unprecedented array of signals, and under development is our next model, which will include even more signals. ATLASense RAPHAEL platform is aimed to be used both in the hospital settings and out of the hospital. It is based on a multifunction device that will replace various expensive monitors. As an end-to-end solution, when initiated remotely by the doctors, the polymonitor continuously collects and transmits the relevant data from the patient's body to our server, where it is further analyzed and actionable data is provided to the physicians. At the wards, alarm fatigue is reduced, and for the first time, nurses can get smart alerts enabling them to prioritize their activity in real time. The polymonitor can be attached to the body by different means. It can be reused for many different patients, and its monitoring functionality can be remotely customized for each patient according to his/her clinical condition. As a reusable, the device is provided as a kit with 2 rechargeable batteries and can be kept monitoring offline upon communication failure. Our go-to-market strategy is to position ATLASense at the highest medical grade level, starting pilots in hospital settings with the following already developed clinical indications, and then offer it to the home hospitalization and the telehealth service providers. Our already developed first clinical indications for cardiorespiratory remote monitoring and alerts are planned to be FDA cleared during the first half of 2021, following the clinical trials planned to be conducted this year. After the commercialization and start revenue stream, we plan to announce our two innovative major clinical applications. The first one is focused on acute respiratory failure that is detected too late because the standard of care monitors like capnograph and O2 saturation alert only when the patient is in failure already. Our breakthrough innovative solution is a predictive analytic application based on our respiratory insufficiency index algorithm, which can alert between 1 to 3 days before the acute event happens. The second big problem is sepsis, the number one cause of death in hospitals, because the early signs are missed and deterioration happens fast in between the snapshot measurements of the nurses. Granted by the Israeli Innovation Authority, our under development early detect and alert for deterioration solution is based on a proven AI software already commercially implemented in over 30 hospitals in Brazil, with results of 25% reduction in mortality and saving each hospital $2 million yearly on average. These results are still based on an input from the medical record, which is being updated by the nurse only once a shift. The new solution, reusing RAPHAEL's continuous data, minute by minute, and expected to achieve even better results. Our business model is a B2B actionable data as a service, enables to produce a stream of recurring revenue. For the US market, we charge a deposit of $200 for the polymonitor kit plus $50 a month as a subscription. It is fully covered by the insurance and even leaves a profit to our customers, the healthcare service providers. There are many devices on the market, but they are very expensive, like over 10 times more than RAPHAEL service, and are limited in their functionality. Most of the patches are disposable, last between 2 to 5 days, and their cost is about $100 per device, so their minimum cost of use is $20 a day. Our end-to-end comprehensive solution cost of use is less than $3 a day. Our dedicated team accumulates over 400 years of experience with expertise in business management, marketing and sales, bioengineering, electronics, healthcare, and AI algorithm software. As the winner of 2020 Global Monitoring Competition by Henry Ford Health System from the USA, we offer the healthcare providers better clinical decision quality by the most comprehensive solution with the earliest deterioration detection, improved operation based on a reusable and fully remote controlled system, and best return on investment by shortening the length of stay, loads reduction, cost saving, and fully covered by the insurance. This slide displays ATLASense product development and regulatory plan. At the top, we can see that the polymonitor device's development roadmap. Below is the clinical application development roadmap, and at the bottom, the regulatory strategy plan is shown for the US market. With the right funding and partners, we will add the application for the European CE mark. Currently, we want to raise our next round of $3 to $5 million to complete and realize this plan. Since it might take some time to complete this round, we are raising $500,000 as an interim fund under special terms. This relatively small amount added to the Israeli Innovation Authority grant we have already won enables us to fully complete the next milestone of moving to commercialization and start producing a stream of revenue in the middle of next year. We welcome you to join us with this fascinating journey and help us bring ATLASense to lead the remote health surveillance market and become the next standard of care. For further information, please call me. Thank you very much.
First question which was raised was you mentioned you stressed that your solution is mostly cheaper than your competitions are. Is this already something for the future which is sustainable, or will the cost will definitely will be, is there space to reduce the cost also in the future?
Yes, well, there are some benefits. First of all, the cost that we have priced for the market is 10% as compared to any other solution, is based on our basic, which is very comprehensive basic service, which is already mentioned. But each, when we scale, each of the new clinical applications like predictive analytics or for sepsis or for the deterioration to respiratory insufficiency, as example, has an additional fee, very small additional fee per patient, which we see that it's going to increase the stream of revenue, but really not mainly impose any difficulty for the caregivers, providers. And additionally, of course, we are also have another revenue stream for the disposal the patches that we have are using very special smart patches that are disposable but very low cost for to attach the device to the chest, and then later on we are going also to sell smart shirts that will be more comprehensive.
Do you intend to engage with the big industry suppliers, or do you want to set up your own sales team?
This is a very good question, and our business model is to partner with third-party affiliators that first can bring us better and faster to the market. That means the large organizations, we are in touch with them already, and our business model will enable them to share the revenue with us. Still, we are going to keep the data in our servers so we can later on provide better and more analytics based on our data. So the big picture will be in our hands. Still, we are already been doing that partnerships with the first business partner in Brazil, sharing the revenue, but they are taking us to the market.
The next question is on data security. How do you convince your customers that your sensible data which you are collecting are really safe beside GDPR?
Well, first of all the data is encrypted already in the device. So once the device is transmitting the data is encrypted. It can be only be decrypted by our server. To goes to the caregivers' web applications, so they are very safe. And of course, the GDPR and the HIPAA, it is fully compliant.
What are the next milestones on your market strategy?
Well, first of all, now what we are going to do is to run several pilots, both in Israel and in the US, that in the hospital settings. First of all, this is the strategy to go to the market, but brand ourselves as the highest medical grade, is actually ICU level, and that's therefore we start with the hospitals, and then go to the hospital at home and on the go. together with the strategic partner in Israel, which is I believe the largest HMO in Israel. Yes, not just the largest HMO in Israel, but also the second in the world. The plan is to start, as I've said, with pilots in the hospitals and then go to the hospital at home with the large scale. Later on, we are planning also to conduct pilots also in other places in Europe. We have already partnered with several potential distributors, with hospitals again, that all of them are going to the hospital to home. So this is the next milestone is to first start with the current model, and next year bring to the market the second much comprehensive model, which be also with a shirt, not just a patch.
Do you plan to access financing options available to startups outside Israel via government grants?
Well, sure, yes, that we are open to that, and we already started to apply for the European grants, and we will hopefully find European partners to achieve that.
A question on the regulatory affairs. Do you want to apply for EMA and or FDA approval for your product?
Already started the application for the FDA approval, and the CE will come later. We have a very tight strategy for the regulatory, starting from the very simple and very fast path, starting from the device itself for the raw data, to partner, as I've already mentioned, with third parties that already have their own algorithms and applications. So the device will be very fast approved, and later on go to the next applications with our own predictive analytics, which are very unique. So it's a path that we're going again to apply again and again once we have the new indications.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your pitch.